What's going on, everybody? It's Bubba here, and today is a beautiful, somewhat chilly but not really morning. It's very breezy here in Michigan, but today we're gonna be fishing the Yamamoto Yamatanuki right here. It's a very interesting design. It's in the baby bass color. It's got like this little tail on the back, and believe it or not, this lure was named after a raccoon dog or dog raccoon. I wish I was joking when I say that, but I'm being severely honest with y'all. But that's what it was named after. So, yeah. When I first seen this bait, when I picked it up before the fishing season this year, back in like, I don't know, I want to say January, February. When I first seen it, because I got them at Meijer's, it reminded me of like the weights that the Iron Sheik would hold up. And if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, he's a professional wrestler. If I can remember and find a picture online, I'll put it in the video somewhere up here. But that's what it reminded me of. And I was doing some research online, and pretty much people are saying that this bait is going to be the new Senko killer. I don't believe that at all whatsoever. Because the Senko is a very, very popular, like #1 plastic worm, if you want to say. But it does have nice action. Once I get it back up here on the surface, I'll show y'all. But the one thing I did read online that it is true, these things are very, very fragile when rigging them up. It's kind of like how people said, like I heard, I don't know if I want to say it's like it, but I heard people online say it's like a Guggen plastic with how non-durable it is, which I really don't use Guggen stuff, so I wouldn't know. But pretty much, let me go by my phone so I can make sure y'all can see this. I also thought about starting wearing a chest mount wrap, but so pretty much it's like this, and it just sinks like this underneath the water. And when you start using it, kind of like a jerk bait, or like a Senko, like a weightless Senko. If you start using like a weightless Senko as a jerk bait, that's like what this mimics. It acts like that. So it's got good action. It's just you gotta be careful, like with dragging it through weeds and such, because it does rip pretty easily. At least from my experience so far. I know that this is like the 3.2, 3.5 inch one. And they say to use a 4/0 hook, but I have a 3/0 hook and I got a screw lock on it just to help out with keeping it on the hook, because I was having issues with it coming off, sliding off. And normally for situations like that, you could get a toothpick, put it through the lure and through the eyelet of the hook hole. But I don't have toothpicks on me, so really couldn't do that one. But yeah, as you can tell, and possibly hear, if you can hear me, it's the wind's picking up. It's kind of windy today. But the bonus is that there's like no pollen, no cottonwood on the water surfacing, which is making the fishing really enjoyable today. So yeah, we're gonna make a few more casts. Hopefully we can catch something, and I'll be right back. We got one. We got a bass, I believe. Oh. Come on, buddy. No, I think he's in the snack spot. Don't do that to me. Let's release some lines so he can get out. All right, I'm back. I got him out. Come here, buddy. You're mine. Gosh. Oh, you're warm. Why would you go out in the grass? Why would you do that? I'm over here trying to help you out, making sure you don't get stuck in there, and you're just being a little pickle. Well, you guys, look at this guy. We got him on the Yamatanuki. Thank you for biting, buddy. I really appreciate it. And have a good day. Cowabunga. I'm not gonna lie, when I cast it over there, I thought we were just going through a thick gunk of grass. But turns out there was a bass. You get it? Alright. What the frick? Well, we just lost it. Yeah, like I said, these Yamatuki, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they are, the plastic on them is very fragile. But yeah, like I was saying, these Yamatanukis, the plastic on them are very fragile. Which I like them, I just wish they weren't so, loose my drag a bit. I wish they weren't, because they're nice lures, nice plastics. It's just, golly. But I know I read online that people are saying you can catch like 1 to 2 fish with them. And then after that, they're pretty much just, you know, garbage after that. The got another one. No, he came off. No. No freaking way. Please don't rip on me this time. But yeah, I was reading online, like I said, people are saying like you can catch 1 to 2 bass per a plastic, and then pretty much after that they're just garbage. They're not really worth using. And that, the one we just recently caught the bass on, that was the first time using it. And yeah, we lost it on the second cast after catching that bass, which sucks. Make sure our line don't blow into the tree. Man, we could have had another bass, and it came off. If that's not a big party pooper, I don't know what is. Yeah, it's just gunk right there. But yeah, I know today is a really beautiful day. I know these last 2 weeks here in Michigan, it's been absolutely like a mug fest, like just muggy. You can stand outside for like 5 to 10 seconds and you're just dripping sweat. Today and last night, yesterday, it has been really, really nice. No, that's just gunk. But I know today it's not supposed to rain, but starting tomorrow for like the next week, it's supposed to be nothing but rain here in Michigan. At least where I live, it's supposed to be. So, trying to get in as much fishing as I can, which I don't mind fishing in the rain. It's just not my preferred type of weather to fish in. But hey, if you can catch fish anytime in any weather, I guess go for it. But the one thing I will say, I do not do ice fish. Hex to the no. I am too scared to get on the ice to ice fish. And that's another thing I forgot to mention. These lures, these Yamatanukis, have so much weight to them that you legit don't need no bullet weights, no split shots, no nothing. Like, these things cast out really far, if you couldn't tell already. But yeah, getting back to the whole ice fishing situation, yeah, if I seen a semi-truck parked on the ice, I still would not go on it. I am good. I cannot bring myself to do it at all whatsoever. Which, hey, that's perfectly fine. Everyone has their own comfortability in doing what they want to do. But me, ice fishing, you will never see that happening. The only thing you'll see me on water-wise is on my fishing kayak, possibly a boat. But yeah, otherwise, no ice fishing for this guy. Also, I don't know if I ever mentioned it yet, but I do have other social media. I have Facebook, I have Instagram, and last Monday I came out here fishing and I was using the fuzzy dice by Strike King, and that day I caught 4 to 5 bass, and I was using the fuzzy dice by Strike King, and I posted it on my Instagram and on my Facebook, and I kid you not, Strike King, which is my favorite lure company for fishing, they what's going on here, my favorite lure company for fishing, they liked, commented, and shared on my Instagram post on their story. I was like, there's no way. Like, when that happened, I kid you not, everybody, that made my freaking day, that made my week, that made my month, that made my year. I was like, well, shiver thy timbers, man. I can't tell y'all how big of a smile I had on my face when Strike King did that. I was like, there's no freaking way. Which, by the way, on my spinning rod over there, I do have a fuzzy dice hooked on. But I want to do that for a separate video. Because I want to really try out these Yamatanukis today by Yamamoto. So far, like I said, I like them. I just wish the durability of them was a lot better. I know they have these Yamatanukis with like the little appendages on them, which I never seen those in stores at all. I know they have that like that for their Senkos, but the Bass Pro here where I live, that's in the same town as me, they don't really offer the new stuff at all whatsoever, unfortunately. So if anything, I think if anything I have to drive out to Northwoods or whatever, which is fine, but Northwoods is not always promised to have it either. So I don't know, I might buy the stuff online one of these days to try them out with like the little appendages and such, just to see if they make a big difference. I know it'd be nice to try out the, what are they called, the Orkins, like the little ball with the little spiky ends, but I know they're super popular and they're always being sold out. And then you got the Berkeley Lab series, those are always sold out. That was just a snag grass area. I know those are always sold out. Those would be interesting to try. But yeah, there's so much lures I want to try. They're just either A, expensive, like those Orkins, or B, they're sold out. Which, if I really wanted to, I can get the TikTok version of it, but I don't really shop on TikTok. Which I do have a TikTok account for my fishing channel. It's called Reeling with Bubba. The only social medias I have is Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and then of course YouTube right here that you guys are watching me on. Otherwise, if you see my account on like Twitter, X, or whatever, it's definitely not me. I cast it over there and I felt something hit it. Let's see if we can cast over there again. The only thing that makes me nervous about casting right there is with the wind and it blowing into the trees. I got hit over there. Alright, I'm getting some bad casts here. Well, that's expected with me at least. We got him. Yeah. Golly. We finally got big boy. Well, guys, we finally got big boy. You were putting up a big fight. You were very ordinary. But I like you. You're chill. Let's get him back in the water and see him grow to be even bigger one day. Well, catching that bass after messing with it for how long? Legit just made my day. Try not to cast up into the tree right there. I don't know if anything else over here will bite. This spot normally for fishing is not that popular, or there's not really a lot of bass in this area most of the time. So I might make a few more casts out here in this spot, and then I'll probably skedoodle probably to over there, or probably behind us if anything. I'm not really too sure yet on what I'm gonna do. But yeah, catching that bass made my day a lot better. He did get my thumb pretty good. Excuse me. Also, I didn't get it on camera, but when I cut the, you'll see it in the clip where I was taking out the hook and I cut it and you guys seen the fish. Yeah, after I took out the hook and I went to go hit record again, little Buster smacked me in the face with his tail. So yeah, that was interesting. I moved down a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, my face is stinging right now from him smacking me, slapping me. Holy smokes. That dude has some freaking force and hatred in him for that one. I mean, I understand, but golly, man, that freaking stunk. Yeah, once again, this thing is still weightless, and you can cast this really far. I still can't get over how bad he slapped me. I know I keep talking about it, but holy crap. That freaking hurt. Well, it's another day or so later. Same pond, same everything, same Yakama, you know what I mean. Plastic. But there's a bass right there just chilling. I did not want to do that. There's a bass right there just chilling. So I'm not gonna make a far cast. I did not want to cast it right there though, unless he goes after it. But he's protecting the bed, I'm assuming, because he's just chilling right there and he came swimming at there, a bunch of bluegill over there. Oh, he was looking at it, but he probably sees me anyways. So we're gonna just get in front of him. Hopefully he'll go after it. Now he's chilling underneath the tree. Let's get up and over the tree. Oh, he's staring at it. No, he just turned away at the last second. You little filthy casual. He's like in a bad spot because there's a tree branch right there. No, he just swam away. He's playing tricks on me. Oh, I see you, and you see me, Buster. Oh, I'm gonna get you. You just watch. Just put it in front of him. Yeah, eat that. Alright, that's gonna be it for today's video. I did some more casting, went through 2 more Yamatanukis, and I'm on my last one. I want to just save this one for my kayak trip this weekend. But other than that, everybody, thank you for watching. If you continue this far in the video with my boring content, if you did enjoy the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And hopefully on the next video, you'll see me on the water in the kayak. So take care, have a good one, see you next time. Cowabunga.